Holy shit. Did he really? Did he really just die right now? Like that? Oh, no. Come on, man. Oda deserved a much better and dramatic death than that. Okay, this is the question people have in their minds right now. Is he really dead? Because many reasons say he is, many reasons say he's not. Did he die, man? Come on. I was told by many people that this arc is supposed to last the whole season. I thought it was only going to be, maybe 2 episodes, 3, at the max 4 episodes. But if what you guys are saying is true, this is supposed to last the whole season. So, in my opinion, it would not make any sense for Daizai to die this quickly. I would have thought that his death would be, at the very end. That's how it should be. This early? This early? I don't think so, man. I think he is still alive. Daizai will show up and save him. And then we will get his actual death later on in the series. Now, a lot of stuff has happened in this episode. A lot of little stuff. A lot of stuff that confused me. A lot of hype. And when I mean that hype, I mean that punch. We all know what we're talking about right now, man. That Daizai punch. Saitama couldn't handle that shit. You guys gotta let me know right now, man. I do not read the light novel or manga. Whatever this series is adapted from. I do not read it. So I'm just confused right now. Is this part of the manga? Are they following the manga, or is this a spin-off? I'm really confused about that, because since I found out that this whole arc is supposed to last the whole season, I'm just curious. Is this really part of the original manga, or a spin-off? Thank you. So, from the beginning, man, we get a little bit closer with Oda. We find out what's in his character. What makes him such a good person. We actually get a lot of hints dropped out throughout this episode that he really is a genuine person. He doesn't like causing trouble. He doesn't like killing people, which I will note that will come in a factor later in this series. Definitely. Either it'll be the cause of his death, or it'll be a Trigun approach in which he has to kill somebody even though he doesn't want to, and that will mess him up. He's actually paying for the expenses of these orphans. So, just many hints saying that he is a good person. And that's important, because if this was a 2-part episode, we're not gonna feel as emotionally attached to Oda. But since it's gonna be a whole season, we are gonna get attached to him. We are gonna miss him. So this is all good for the anime and for the character. As I said last week, man, this guy will be the one to die. It's between Engo and Oda, and it's pretty much sold in this episode that it will be Oda. So sad. This is the part that really kind of confused me. It's the gang called the Clock Tower, the Order of the Clock Tower. That's the part that confused me. What I did understand was the fact that there's this one guy, Gire, that's controlling said group. He has this ability to control veteran soldiers. So I don't know if the Order of the Clock Tower is also part of the Mimic group. That's the only part that really confused me. But I do know is that Gire is the mastermind behind all this that is happening right now. We find out that also Daizai set up a trap. Quickly, they capture some soldiers. And that's where we get the hype moment of this episode. The real hype, man. We get introduced to Aruzagawa. He shows up in this episode. And surprisingly, he's very weak in this moment. He's still learning about his powers. He's not able to control it fully. He even says this is the first time he actually releases his power, when after Daizai punches him, savage as fuck, and shoots bullets at him, trying to kill him, forcing Aruzagawa to use his power for once. So pretty epic stuff coming from Daizai and Aruzagawa. Very fucking awesome. I actually thought Aruzagawa was gonna be more, talk back to Daizai a little bit more. But no, he's very submissive to him. He fears Daizai. He really fucking does. So that just shows how fucking savage Daizai was, man. He was so fucking savage back then. You could not tell that they are the same person if you see the future Daizai that we know and love to this Daizai. It was very uncomparable, man. While he was doing that, getting some info on what the Order, the Clock Tower, and Mimic are hiding Ango, Oda is off trying to find out some information on his own way, how he does things, without killing people, researching stuff, reading books. He actually went back to where Ango used to work at, and he gets a little quick flashback showing how they came to be, how all three of them became friends. Very touching right there. Fast forward a few minutes, very, very quick paced. Right after Daizai finds out where they're at, using a leaf from one of the corpses' shoes. From a leaf. Let me repeat that. From a fucking leaf, he finds out where they're at. Instantly, they are pretty much teleported without any fucking screen time showing how they got there. They're already there at the hideout. We see Ango tied up. Now, this is where things get kind of interesting, man. From the dialogue that Oda uses, it seems like Ango was kidnapped. So it wasn't his fault. He was framed. Mimic found out that he was a spy who Mimic sent out to be a spy, but he was actually a spy for the Port Mafia. That's what we were told. And then at the very end, which I do have my little faults for it. I didn't really like it because, let's be real, guys. If a fucking purple ball is rolling towards you, mysteriously, in the woods, in the middle of nowhere, are you gonna fucking pick it up? Of course not. You're not gonna pick that shit up. You are not gonna pick that shit up. If you're gonna pick that shit up, you're an idiot. So, Oda picks it up. It's poison. He falls to the ground. We don't know if he died or not, but we do find out that Ango is actually, he really is a spy for the Mimic group. But we all know why he is, why he did it, and why he's going to do this is because he wants to protect Oda. He cares about him. He's a dear friend. So he'd rather have himself turned in than to see Oda die. So very touching there. Just don't like the fact that, Oda is displayed as someone intellectual. Very smart. Not smart of him to pick up a random ball in the middle of nowhere. Just saying. Small little thing, but it pisses me off. Just that little thing. Can't wait till next week, man. Like I said before, I don't think he's dead. But he is going to be the one to die. And Ango's going to feel it. He's probably still with the Mimic group. I don't think this is going to just be a flashback in which whatever happens now is going to disappear and never be mentioned again. This is definitely going to play in a role in present time. This Mimic group in which Ango is involved in. Can't wait to see how this turns up. Awesome fucking episode. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. See you on the next video, guys. Sayonara.